my channel, and happy Father's Day! We have a rock star in the house today. For those of you who do not know, my dad is the lead singer for the classic rock band Boston.
Hey guys!
My dad is joining us via webcam today because we do live in separate towns, but I did want to film a special question and answer video with my dad, just like I did with my mom for Mother's Day. So, if you guys would like to see us answer these questions, then continue watching. Alrighty, so I have the questions on my phone here, and we will go ahead and get started. This first question is, what was your reaction when finding out that I was a girl because you and Mom decided to keep my gender a surprise until I was born?
We did want to keep it a surprise for our firstborn. And when you were born, we were really hopeful to have a girl, especially me. Because growing up, I had 3 other brothers, and we never had a girl in the house. So I was never able to experience what it was like to have a sister. So, of course, the next best thing is to have a daughter. So when you were born, and we seen that you were a girl, we were just ecstatic. We were so happy.
Yay! So the next question on my list is, how did you decide on my name? Did you consider other names?
Well, your name was very unique because it goes all the way back to before I met your mom. And I was about 17 or 18 years old, and watching the movie Rocky, I always loved Rocky's wife's name in the movie, which of course is Adrian, but her real name is Talia Shire. And I just loved that name all the way back to when I first started watching the Rocky movies as a young kid. So I promised myself if I ever had a daughter someday, I would name her Talia. And many years later, that came true. We had a girl, we had you, and we named you Talia. We did have another name in mind. We both loved the name Nicole. And had you not been a Talia, there's a good chance you would have been Nicole. But Talia was our first choice. And it was my first choice before I even met your mom, so
yeah,
it's a pretty cool story.
Oh, I definitely think so. And I remember growing up, I always wanted like a more common name because my name is always being spelled wrong or mispronounced. And I remember saying, man, why couldn't I have a name like Sarah or Nicole? But now that I'm older, I definitely love my name Talia. It's unique. I always get compliments on how beautiful of a name it is, so I'm very happy that you guys chose Talia. Next question on my list is, what is one of your favorite memories of me as a child?
There's so many, I don't think I could choose just one, but back when you were in middle school, I believe it was, you sang in a talent contest at a county fair, I think it was.
Yeah, the Manatee County Fair down in Florida.
Yeah, Manatee County Fair. And I was so excited to see you up there performing. You sang Mariah Carey's song. And, and you won. I couldn't believe it. Not that I couldn't believe you weren't good enough to win, but I just couldn't believe that you won.
I definitely was surprised too. I was not expecting to come in first place.
Yeah,
because there were a lot of other talented.
That was awesome, and that's probably one of my favorite memories of you. Although there's so many, but that one kind of sticks out.
Favorite of my memory of you as a child is probably way back when I want to say I was 6 years old. My mom used to work the morning shift. So she was not there to get my brother and I ready for school, so my dad would be in charge of getting us ready. And I remember my dad would put my hair up in a ponytail. And that's just one of my favorite memories because you just don't expect dads to do hair. And I just remember, because my hair was so long, I was like, man, why couldn't he just leave it down? I would be fine with it down, but he would put it up in a ponytail. And, you know, my head would be moving all over the place because he's a guy and wasn't really sure how to put a ponytail on. But looking back at it now, it's a special memory that I cherish.
That was really funny because when I put your hair in a ponytail, I had no idea how tight it should be. And I remember your head was like moving. I was trying to get the ponytail on. That was really funny.
Yes, that was a funny moment, but definitely a favorite of mine that I remember as a child. And the next question we have is, what was the best family trip we ever took?
I think the best family trip that we ever took is when we all went to Universal Studios. And we were there for about, what was it, honey, 3 or 4 days?
Well, we've been to Universal Studios a few times. Do you remember which time? Was it when we were older or younger?
Younger. It was the very first trip.
Oh yeah, the very first one. Yes, I want to say we were there for about 3 days.
Yeah, that was really fun. We stayed at a nice resort and just had a great time. You know, watching you kids walking through the park and going on the rides and everything, if you could freeze frame a moment in time and just live in that moment for the rest of your life, it would be when you and your brother Tommy were little. That was the best. But that's one of my favorite trips.
Oh yeah, I remember that trip. One of my favorite vacations is probably the one that we took almost 6 years ago. My parents took my brother and I to both Disney World, Magic Kingdom, and Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. And I'm such a huge Disney fan, and it was the first time I had ever been to Magic Kingdom. So that definitely was an awesome experience, and just seeing all of the Disney characters and Cinderella's castle, and that's definitely my favorite vacation that we had ever taken as a family.
Yeah, and I remember that trip because when we were walking through the park, I remember thinking, I always wanted to take you to Disney. And we just, for one reason or another, just never made it there. So even as a young adult that you are, when we walked into that park, do you remember when I looked at you and I says, today's your day, honey, and I had little tears in my eyes, and so do you. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. It gave me chills.
That was a good memory because it felt really good to take you there, knowing how much you always wanted to go there. And even though it took us a long time to get there, it was nice that we finally made it, and that was a wonderful trip.
Yes, definitely a special trip. And we are down to our final question. I have here, what do you enjoy most about being a father?
You know, there's so many things about being a father that are so wonderful and amazing. At times it is challenging, you know, as any parent will tell you. But for the most part, being a father to me has been probably the most exciting and wonderful thing that's ever happened to me in my life. You know, when you watch your kids grow up and go through, you know, their stages in life, you know, you're there for them when they're sad, and of course you're there with them when they're happy. And it's all a part of life, but it is all about being a dad and being a parent. And one of the things I enjoy most is watching you now with your own son, and you're being a mom, and a wonderful mom at that. That's pretty special. So I really couldn't pick out one in particular thing that I really like about being a father, because I love so many things about being a father. And it truly is a blessing, and I couldn't be more thankful for you, of course, Talia, and your brother Tommy, and being a dad. It's just been a blessing. I absolutely love it, and I couldn't ask for more.
Oh, well, we love you, and I just want to let you know that you are the best dad that I could ever ask for. And I don't mean to get teary-eyed on camera.
Okay, I'll bring you out of it. No, but that's cool. I mean, that's what being a dad is all about, you know. I mean, I really enjoyed everything with you kids. And I'm pretty easygoing, as you know, but you and Tommy were so low maintenance. I mean, Mom and I really didn't have to do a whole lot other than, you know, just be a mom and a dad, thankfully. Yeah. So, yeah, well, I'm glad that you appreciate me as a dad, and I couldn't be more proud of you as a daughter. And I'm I'm just super thankful and blessed.
Oh, well, thank you. And thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And go out there and spend a wonderful day with your dad. We wish you the very best. Happy Father's Day. Yeah. Anything else you want to include?
I love you, honey.
I love you too. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more trendy videos posted every Monday. I hope you guys have a great day and we will see you next time. Bye!
Bye, guys.
That's fine, my face feels tense, so I'm trying to get it to look natural and hopefully it doesn't look like, I'm starstruck! Focus is kind of weird.
Something in my nose.
That was an awesome experience. Whoops. Hold on.